Hi guys, so this is how to split the Yamaha MOTIF XS8 or the XF8, right? So if you have this one in your church and maybe you are local churches, you are some of the local churches, and how do you call it, your you used to play the backing at this side and play your intro, your interlude, everything, your solo here. This keyboard can do the same thing as every keyboard has it. You can split this keyboard into 2, into 3, and into 4, right? So let's get into it. First of all, when the keyboard is on, it's on voice mode. So the voice mode, you can layer only the voice notes. You can layer the 8 knobs, right? The 8 faders, sorry. On the voice mode, you can layer up to 8 knobs, right? You can assign every knob with a tone, right? You can assign every knob, like the person say, wobɛtumi de tone biara yɛ den ahyɛ baabi a ebi wɔ te sɛ bi a ha bɛtumi abɔ tone, aha bɛtumi abɔ tone, aha bɛtumi saa bɛpem sɛ ha sei, right? You can assign all these faders with what? With a tone. Okay, so let's go to the split. So today's video is about the split. Another day I'll come with the layering. So hit on performance mode. When you hit on performance mode, please come to this side, hit on the job button, press the job button, then press enter. Yes to what? To execute it, so it can reset everything. Because when you select the performance mode, there have been arpeggios, drums, those kind of, how do you call it, tones Yamaha company have already save on it. So after doing that, you can see that this, how do you call it, all the faders have been so on performance mode, bear in mind that you can split or layer only 4 tones. Only 4 tones you can layer, but on the voice mode you can layer up to the 8 tones. So you can see that the fader 1, as you can hear, there is no effect on these tones, right? And the second fader is being deactivated due to the reset we did. The third one to the same thing, and the fourth one to the same thing, right? So if you want to split it into 2, we need to move this to activate the second fader, the third fader, and the fourth fader, right? So let's activate it. Just move the arrow to this side, to the second one, to the number 2, and you just press yes. Go to number 3 and press yes. Number 4 and press yes. Now you can see that all the from number 1 fader to number 4 fader have been activated. Right, so there's a piano, another piano, another piano, another piano. So this is how we are going to split it. Move the cursor to where there is C2 on your screen. Where the C2 is, maybe the first fader will be our left side, which we use it for the backing. So the C2, just move it from C2 to G8, right? So from the C2 to the G8, just press on this and hit on this side. Have you seen it? Press on the S F6. Then press and hold, right? You press and hold and you touch it. So which means that this side has been what? The keys have been split. This side won't come, right? So if you don't know how to do it like this, just move the cursor to the F where the G8 is, then move this one to the position, to the place where you want. So if I want to move it to this side, I will just move it like this. If you don't want to, like, but if you want the shortcut, just press and hold the XF6, then you touch the where the limit is. But bear in mind, let it be on this side, on the G8. So I'll press on this key, then I'll touch it like this, then it has been splitted. Let's move to the next one. The next one, which is the C2. The C2, if you want to split it from this side, okay, from this side to this side, you just press and hold on the XF6, press and hold, then you touch the same side. So when you, let me move this fader down, then push this one up. Okay, no, let me push it, let it be like this, so you can't hear anything from the keys. So when I move this fader up, you can see that this side is not coming, right? This side is not coming. I don't know if you can see it well. This side, all the keys are not coming, right? Except from this side up to this side. So the same thing applies to this knob. Just move the cursor to the C2. When you move it to the C2, hit on the XF6, then maybe the same position. You have what? Let's move it to the fourth one. Then press on this, the same thing. You press and hold, then the key. So the keys have been split into two. This is why I'm saying this. When you move all the faders down, none of the tones are coming. When you shift this one up, you can see that this side is coming, but this side is not coming, right? We have assigned this from this F to the end of the keyboard to the first fader. Then the second fader to this side won't come. We have assigned that one from here to here. So right. But if I move the two of them, you can see that. Okay, let's be in the key of F. Do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, as you can see, right? But when I move this down, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, as you can see. So the keywords have been splitted into two parts. So what we do, the second one is to add our tone to every part of it, right? So let me add this tone. So okay, go to category search, place the cursor on the first one where they have marked it. So you press on category search. I like to use this from the piano, which is the third key, then enter. So you can hear that this tone is heavy, but it's different from the grand piano, right? Okay. So let's, on the second fader, let's add our brows so that we can hear the difference between them. So move the cursor to the number 2, which is the second fader. Hit on category search, go to browse, any browse of your choice, you can choose it, right? So I would like to, okay, let me choose the number 1 so that it will be easy for us. So as you can see, so A, right? The second fader ends here, right? It starts from this side to this side. So it ends here, right? It ends here, right? Then if I move this one up, you can hear that the tones are different. Okay, so we have layered these 2 ones, right? So when I move it down and I move this one up, it's grand piano, because we haven't selected any tone for this one. So let me go and add okay, let me add an organ so that it will be different. So let's move the cursor to the 3rd one and category search, organ. Okay. So let's ascend this here. Then let's go to the 4th one and add maybe let's add the strings to that side. So category search, strings. Okay, let's use violin. Okay, so we have violin on the 4th one. On the 3rd one, that's our organ. On the 2nd one, that's our brows, and on the 1st one is okay. So after doing this, you can see that the fader one, you can use it for backing because it is heavy. So let's run this octave up so that it will sound heavy. So let's go hit on effect, which is the F6. When you hit on effect, press on 1, right? Press on 1. There's, how do you call it? After pressing the 1, there's note shift here. Note shift. So run this note shift up plus 12, right? You can see that it's no more heavy like it used to be. That is, the octave has been run a little bit higher. So let's go plus 24. As you can see. So okay, so you have seen that I've split the keyboard into 2. Okay, I'll split it into what? Into 3 too. Which means that we have this one here. So maybe you are performing it, right? You are performing, but you have assigned all the tone and you can't play at the same time, moving faders up and down, right? So it will distract you. All you have to do is to what? Just hit on the performance control, this button. When you activate this performance control, when you don't need a tone to be played, just deactivate it, right? So which means the tone is there, but maybe I'm using brass. Okay, maybe I want a different tone. Right? So if I want the violin to, I'll just hit on the 12, deactivate the 11th, then hit on the 12. So those who have been using this keyboard for your live band performances, church performances, like the local church we used to what, to do those local songs, Doctors of Glorious Jesus, all of those kind of tracks, you can what, use this formula to split your keyboard, so that you can find yourself at the easiest way how to do it. Like, okay, if you want to what, activate 2 of them, maybe the violin and the brass at the same time, bear in mind that the brass is on what, on this one, so we activate it. Okay, so I have split it into 2. The same procedure, you use it to what, to split it into 3. Maybe assuming we want to split it into 3, we want the brass to be at this side, from the C what, no, from the F1 to this F to this, so F F F. So we want the brass to be at this side, then we use this side for our organ. So come to the voice mode. So the brass, the same thing we did for the other one. Hit on this side. Oh, sorry. Okay, so you hit on, bring it to where the G8 is. Press on this, press and hold, and move it here. Right, so we have moved the brass from this side, so the brass is only here. Okay, so let's move this one to that side. So let's move the organ from here to here. So we press and hold, then hit on this side too. So the organ is here, right? Okay, so let's split it into what? Into 3 parts. Like you want the violin to be at this side, the brass to be at this side, and our backing to be at this side, right? So our backing will be at the left side, our brass will be at the middle side, and then our right side will be the violin. So let's split it. So you can see that the violin is here. So you can see that I have split it, but this side is it's very heavy. The octave is high. So just hit on this side, on the fourth. Then let me run it to this one, -12. Yeah. So as you can see, I'll split the keyboard into 3 parts. As a live band performance, as a live band player, or as a local church player who used to play more reggae, and you have this type of keyboard in your church, this is how you split your keyboard. So this is how I go. So I have the backing here, the brass here, and the violin at this side. As you can see, when I turn it down, it goes off. So you can see the brass is here. When I turn it down, it goes off. The backing is here. When I turn it down, it goes off, right? So let me play something so that it's too high. Okay. 1, 2. So now you have seen that I've split the keyboard into 3 parts, which this keyboard is one of the best keyboard for our performance, those local church, and those guys who used to play the live band. I don't play live band, right? Those guys who play live band, these are the cool ways. So how you can split it into 3. But I will advise you to split it into 2. If you have more than 2 or 3, maybe you are only one, there's one on top and the other side at your side, just split it into 2 and use the top for the brass, so that you can be okay, and use the performance control for switching your tones. That is all. So God bless you guys. Be safe. All right. God bless you for watching up to the end. So our next video will be how to layer the 8 knobs of our Yamaha MOTIF XS8 or the XF8. I'll be showing you how you can layer from this knob to this knob to this knob to this knob. You can assign all the tone you have here, right? So God bless you for watching. Thank you.